Hey everyone, welcome back to our 2022 Rangeland RV Virtual RV Show. I'm Ty the RV Guy, and in this segment we're going to be looking at some of the motorhome options that we're going to have for you here at this year's Virtual RV Show. Let's dive right into it. So let's jump right into it, everyone. So starting off behind me, we have a brand new 2022 FR3 34DS. Now this floor plan features a really cool bath and a half style, and with this floor plan you're going to see a total length of bumper to bumper about 35 feet and 11 inches. Now the first thing I want to touch on is the powertrain behind this motorhome here. So what you're going to see in the brand new 2022s is Forest River has gone with the brand new V8 Ford motor, and that's actually a 7.3 liter V8, which puts out about 350 horse and about 468 foot-pounds of torque, which is a lot more powerful and reliable than that older V10 motor that we've seen from Ford in years past. Now, with that motor, we also have a 6-speed automatic transmission with a tow haul assist on there as well. And when it comes to towing with this motorhome, you're looking at about 5,000 pounds of towing overall. So if you're wanting to put that smaller vehicle behind you to tour around once you get to your destination, you absolutely can do so. Now, talking a bit about the construction with this FR3 here, what you're going to see, guys, is a fully vacuum bonded product. And when I say vacuum bonded, we're talking about aluminum structure through all the walls, block foam insulation, and they're doing that through the floors. They're even doing that into the roof and all of their side walls as well. And the term vacuum bonding, if you're not familiar with, means that they take all those materials and they put it into a massive vacuum chamber and put it under 3,000 pounds of pressure, giving you a nice solid finish, helping eliminate delamination over the years to come. Now, while we're talking about construction, there's a really cool feature on this motorhome, and that's the roof. What you're going to see with an FR3 is they do what's called a one-piece fiberglass roof, and your big advantages to that, guys, is it's going to cover all the main seals around the sides there from ever separating and causing water damage. So it's protecting that investment for you. Now let's start at the front here, and we'll talk about some really cool features that you'll find on the FR3 here. So looking at the very front, beautiful look to this motorhome here. Of course, you're going to see your engine compartment here, and what they've done is, instead of painting this engine compartment for you, they've actually put a truck bed liner on here, so it's going to be a little bit more resistant to rock chips and things like that. Of course, up above you're going to have your nice big windshield, but this isn't your standard windshield configuration for most A-class motorhomes. One of the really cool features that you get out of an FR3 is your actual A-pillars in the side here, and the reason why it's cool is they're actually really small. So when you're sitting in the cockpit of this motorhome and you're looking at taking wide turns or anything like that, you're not looking at a big blind spot in the corners of your windshield. So visibility is great when you're driving this motorhome. Now let's work our way along the side here, and we'll talk about some other really cool features. So for example, when we're working our way down here and we start looking in all of our storage compartments and access compartments, what you're going to see, of course, in this compartment is dual battery setup there, and of course your hydraulic pump, because this motorhome comes standard equipped with a full automatic leveling system, which is hydraulic powered. So it's a lot better than your standard electric systems that you may have seen on other motorhomes or even travel trailers, fifth wheels, things like that. It's a lot faster and stronger and quieter as well. Now, moving on, if we look in this compartment here, there's actually a really cool thing to show you guys. Is in every single one of these compartments, you're going to see that it's actually a hand-spun rotocast interior, and that's a fiberglass woven rotocast interior, so it's nice and durable, but it's also easy to clean out because every single compartment in here is going to have a drain in it for you. Now, working our way along, you can see in this motorhome there's tons and tons and tons of storage. Like you can see in this compartment, a nice big open area here, but that's also going to stretch right across through to the other side, so you're getting that full pass-through. Maybe hard to see in that picture there, but yeah, you'll be able to check it out in person when you come down and have a look at it. Now, working our way along to the back here, you'll see, of course, nice big power awning, which is located nice and high up on the coach for you there, so you're not going to be worried about walking into those awning arms at all. It's got a nice LED light to give you some outside light, but also clean up the look of the motorhome too. And working behind me here, you'll see we have a big slide out here. This is actually your bed slide, and just above that you're going to see standard awning toppers on this motorhome as well. So you're not going to have to get up there and sweep off your slides. It keeps water from ever laying on top of there and possibly coming in through the seals, so it's a really nice little touch to have on this motorhome. Now, as we work our way across here, I'm not going to open up every single compartment for you, or else we'll be looking for days because the amount of storage on this thing is great. But you're going to see all of that rotor cast interior through those storage compartments. On the very back side here, you have a quick connect for your propane. So if you want to set up that barbecue or whatnot, you absolutely can. And then on the very back of the coach here, guys, if we look down below, like I was mentioning, that 5,000 pound towing capacity, you're going to have that 2-inch receiver here for you, and it's already pre-wired in for that 7-way plug so that you're able to pull that vehicle if you like behind you. Looking up above there, you're also going to have your standard backup camera that you'll find on this coach, and one of the nice things too is it comes with the side view cameras for you as well. So when you want to put that left signal on or the right signal on, you're going to be able to see into that lane that you're turning into. And with your backup camera, this isn't just a backup camera, it's actually a rear visibility camera. So while you're going down that highway, you can see this big blind spot behind you here, or you can keep an eye on your tow vehicle that's behind you as well too, or your vehicle that you're towing, I should say. Ladder to get up on top of your roof, and of course, being that this is that one-piece fiberglass roof, it is fully walkable, and we do recommend that you get up there at least once a year and have a look at all those seals, or if you bring it by Rangeland, we can do that for you as well too. As we work our way around to the opposite side here, you're going to see your full docking station. So if you can come down here and have a look at it, it's a little bit dark, but you'll have a black tank flush, which is a standard feature on this coach here. Of course, all your hookups there as well, and an outside shower here to help clean out that sewer hose if you need to do so. And then of course, all your dumps are going to be located in there as well for you. So you can easily run that tube up through that little port there into your full service site, and away you go. Now, working our way along, you're going to find, of course, your big 50 amp power cord here for you as well, which can also either run through the door or out through the porthole on the side there. And then you're going to have a cable satellite hookup in there for you as well too. So if you go to those really fancy campsites, you can just plug into that cable hookup and away you go. Your TVs are all going to work. Now, with your fuel tank here, I believe this is an 80-gallon fuel capacity that you'll have for this motorhome. And then as we work our way along here, more storage compartments as well. And up to the front side there, we'll actually head inside and I can talk a little bit more about the generator and stuff like that too, because it's getting a little bit tight as we walk by there. All right. So just before we head inside here, a couple of things that I did forget to mention is you have, of course, your outside speakers here. There is going to be a TV inside this little compartment here for you. So really nice if you want to set up those camp chairs outside here, you know, turn the football game on or hockey game or whichever it may be, you absolutely can do that for you as well too. But I'll let you guys jump inside here, and you'll notice as I open this door, you have a 3-step electronic step here for you, or motorized I should say. So nice easy entrance inside that motorhome for you. And I'll let you guys jump in there first so you can have a really good look at it. All right, so now that we're inside the 34DS, a couple of things I did want to mention before we were coming inside here that I forgot about was the tank sizes on this motorhome here. So what we're going to see is a 52-gallon freshwater capacity, a gray water capacity, and a black tank capacity. So you're going to have lots of onboard water holding for you, so you're not going to be having to go to the dumps as often. Now, starting at the front of this motorhome, FR3 gives you a really cool feature up above your cockpit, which is your motorized bunk bed. So just down on my left side here, I won't show you guys, but it's very easy to do so. You just push a button. This motorized bunk is going to come down here, and I believe it has a 300 or 350 pound capacity. So if you wanted to get, you know, 2 smaller adults up there, very easily could do that as well. Now, another really cool talking point while we're looking at the front of this motorhome here is what we call the doghouse. And what a doghouse is on an A-class motorhome is actually the compartment here of where the motor sits. So FR3 does a really cool thing where they have a reduced doghouse. So usually this little compartment door here sits up a lot higher. So when you're trying to get in and out of this cockpit area here, you're usually smashing your knees on it or tripping over it. So with this reduced doghouse, it's nice and easy to get in and out of this area here. They also have a nice little table here for you for some drinks or snacks while you're driving. It is very easily to remove as well, and both of your cockpit chairs here are on swivels, so you can easily turn those guys around and give yourself a little bit more seating area in the main living room. Now, looking at some of the dials in here while we're talking about the cockpit, with this new Ford motor that FR3 has gone with, there is some new features as well which are a big benefit for you guys. For example, this motorhome comes standard with traction control assist now for you, and it also comes with a hill start assist for you. So if you are parked on a hill or stopped on a hill, it's actually going to bring the revs of your motor up there and not allow that motorhome to start coming back on you. It'll hold you in that position so you're always moving forward, which is really handy. You do have the new Ford dash in here as well, so really nice dials. Let's see if I can turn this on here for you guys. There you go. So you can see it looks beautiful. You have all the nice controls on the steering wheel for you. And then as we look at all the controls here on the main console, you're going to see they even give you a heated mirror option as well there. I shouldn't say option, that's a standard feature. We have a power shade up front here as well. You can control your radio, of course, if you want it to come from the main stereo or through the rest of the coach. Of course, standard air conditioning and so on and so forth. With your Sony entertainment system here, really nice. You can get your navigation through there. Of course, it's Bluetooth to pair up to your cell phone. I believe it may even have Apple CarPlay. I would have to look for you as well. Not too sure. I'd have to peek through there, but we can get into that maybe in a different video as well. But that pretty much wraps up the front of the coach here. Just before we walk away though, I did mention, I forgot to mention, that's going to be where you're able to control that hydraulic auto leveling system for you as well, for the motorhome. Now let's look at more of the interior of the coach here, starting with the kitchen. So a couple of really nice things that you're going to see in the kitchen of this FR3 is there's a lot of storage, and one of the coolest storage compartments is actually right behind this TV here. So if I move this latch, you can open this up and you have a full hidden pantry door here with a nice spice rack. There's actually a couple extra drawers underneath here where they put some really nice wood dividers in there for you if you wanted to turn this into like a utensil station or utensil drawer, or spice drawer, anything like that. Same thing on the other side here. This is more of an open compartment, great for big pots and pans. And this is actually really easy and light. Like I can move this with one finger. It's on a nice hinge there, which latches closed for you. And I really like the LED accent light up there. It really cleans up the look of this kitchen. Now, looking at the rest of it, of course, we're gonna have the Magic Chef full microwave here for you, 3-burner cooktop, 22-inch oven here from Suburban. So it's actually large enough if you wanted to put, like I say, a small chicken in there or something like that, you absolutely can do so. And then some of the nicer, finer finishings that you'll find in this kitchen, of course, is the seamless pressed countertop. So if you do get this wet, it's not going to peel on you or anything like that. It's going to keep, in good condition for the full life of the coach. If we look at the sink here, they actually give you a tub stainless sink. And if you've seen any of my other videos, I actually really prefer to have this tub stainless sink instead of the dual split, because most of the times you don't have enough space to get a larger pot or pan in those split sinks. So having the tub is really nice. I love how they give you a little cutting board with it too. Residential faucet, of course, all your cabinets in here are all solid wood style construction. If we open this little cabinet up here, I love this too. It gives you a little countertop piece extension here, which is nice and easily removable to some extra storage underneath as well. Same thing with the other side there too. Now, rotating over to the dinette side and the couch side here, what you guys are going to see is this dinette does break down into an additional bed spot for you. So what you can do is you can sleep some people here, you can sleep some people up in the top bunk as well. So there is a lot of additional sleeping space for you, even though it's been mainly kind of designed as that couple's coach, if you will. Lots of storage underneath your dinettes. And then as we look at the sofas here, these are going to be what we like to call maybe like a theater style sofa, because it's a nice love seat there. These do recline out for you, so they're nice and comfortable. You've got some cup holders in the middle, and of course a little bit of storage in the middle as well, with some power ports, USB ports for charging a cell phone or a device. Just underneath the TV, across from your couch here, you have a 34-inch Furion Fireplace. Now this is a 5200 BTU electric dry heater. Sorry, that was a mouthful. But nice thing with this, guys, is you can fire up that big generator that you have on board here, and you can start heating that motorhome with this fireplace here. It heats about 400 square feet in about 20 minutes, which is really, really nice. While we're on the topic of climate control for this motorhome, one of the really nice features that you get with an FR3 is the dual air conditioning system that these come with. So when we're talking about the ACs, there's actually some different sizing. So what you're going to see is a 16,000 BTU air conditioner and an 18,000 1000 BTU air conditioner, and these both have the options of putting a heat pump on them and a dehumidifier on them too, which is really nice if you're liking to camp in the winter time and you need to pull some humidity outside of this motorhome here. Of course, standard max air fan that you'll find in the main area here, as well as you can add some throughout the rest of the coach too. And working our way closer to the back here, we're gonna have the nice big 12 cubic foot gas and electric fridge. Now this is awesome, guys, because you're gonna have pretty much the same amount of space in here as a residential fridge. I mean, if it's just the two of you guys, you're gonna have plenty of food storage, plenty of freezer storage as well. And one of the beauty things is this actually runs off of propane. So it's not strictly electric, which you see in a lot of motorhomes nowadays. So you're not always having to run that generator to keep this fridge going. You can simply just run it off of your propane tank. All right, so let's have a look at one of the bathrooms in here. So I'll let you guys jump in there. This is actually the half bathroom of the coach. And like you can see, some really nice finishings in here again. Stainless steel sink, seamless countertops, all hardwood cabinetry, of course. Really cool toilet in this motorhome here, because what you're gonna see is actually it's a powered flush system. So just along the wall there, you can see you have a small flush, a large flush, but you don't have to, you know, kick a pedal down low or reach down. It's simply right on the wall there next to you, which is really handy. All right, moving our way into the master bedroom here, you have a beautiful sliding pocket door here, so no curtains or anything like that, you know, or a swinging door, so it keeps things nice and tidy in this area. And then what we're gonna see here is a nice king bed on the slide here for you. So, you know, you're gonna get those creature comforts from home right out into the RV. Lots of storage up above there, of course. On either side of the bed, we're gonna have USB ports and plugins there for your cell phones, and nice little end tables too, which I love. You know, if you want to bring a glass of water to bed, or put your glasses down or something like that, you easily can do that. On the opposite end of the bed here, guys, you have another TV. So there's 3 TVs in this motorhome for you. And underneath this guy, you can actually pull this one up and it accesses more storage underneath. So there's a lot of cool little hidden storage compartments inside this FR3. Now on either side, you're going to find hanging wardrobe space, some drawers and cabinets underneath there as well. But over on this end, what we're going to find in here is actually a washer and dryer prep station. So if you wanted to put that all-in-one combination unit in this motorhome, you know, that washer and dryer combo, it's going to work perfect inside this cabinet here for you. Now last but not least, looking at the back here, again, a little bit of a tighter space, so I'll let you guys jump back there by yourselves. This is going to be where you can find the full bathroom. So in here, of course, we have your toilet, your sink, lots of additional cabinetry space there for you. So you can put all your bathroom things, your towels, things like that. And then just around the door there, you'll be able to see your glass door shower, which is really nice. So we're not looking at any curtains or anything like that. So it's going to help keep that water inside the shower while you're using it, of course. But that pretty much wraps up this FR3 here, guys. You know, thanks again for watching. You know, there's probably a lot of stuff that I did miss in this video because there's so much to cover on these beautiful, beautiful motorhomes. So don't be shy to come down here and see me. Have a look yourselves. I'll be happy to take you through it. And we can even have a look at some of our C-Class lines or different floor plans within the FR3 as well. But that pretty much wraps it up. Thanks again for watching, and let's jump over to our next motorhome. Hey everyone, welcome back, and now we're going to dive into our second motorhome here. So what I have behind me is the all-new 2022 Forester Mercedes-Benz Series 2401B. Now this motorhome is about 24 feet from bumper to bumper, and it comes with the 3-liter Mercedes-Benz diesel. So fuel efficiency is the name of the game for this motorhome behind me here. Really nice floor plan that you're going to see here. So it's got a big super slide on the opposite side of this coach where you're going to see your bed slides out and your dining table as well. But let's dive into some really cool exterior features on this coach before we head inside. So first thing that you're going to notice behind me is this is a beautiful C-Class motorhome, and the reason why it looks so good is because it actually has that exterior full body paint. So one of the really nice things with the body paint upgrade that you get with this brand is over the years of time, if you're looking after your coach, it's going to look the way it does right now. You know, other little things, you know, that we get asked all the time with these Mercedes coaches is, hey, where do I take it to get oil changes done? I've never owned a Mercedes Mercedes before, I've always had a domestic vehicle, not to worry guys. With something like this, it's just like owning, let's say, a Ford or a Dodge. You take it back to the Mercedes dealership, they can do the oil changes and everything like that there for you, or any specialized European vehicle shop can absolutely handle that for you. Anything coach related, you still get to come back to Rangeland and deal with us, which is great. So you can take advantage of all of our awesome shop giveaways and our 6-day service guarantee and our Red Seal technicians and everything there. So diving into a couple more of the really cool exterior features is, let's start right up at the front here. So first thing that you're going to notice on the front of this coach is the Forester full molded fiberglass cap. So this isn't something that you're going to see on every C-Class out there. A lot of times they just do that front Phylon wrap, which is more susceptible to having water leaks and things like that. So what this cap is going to do is completely seal up that front cap of the motorhome, not allowing for any water to penetrate into those seals if you're keeping up on your maintenance, of course. While we're talking about the fiberglass on this coach, a really cool feature as well is the roof, because what you're going to see with the Mercedes-Benz series and all of Forester's as well is a full fiberglass roof on here. So again, big advantage to that is this is a one-piece fiberglass roof that wraps around the sides, so you're not going to be worried about chalking or the roof membrane deteriorating on you. It helps seal up all the corner sides and everything like that, so it's the best way you can possibly put together a roof on any style of motorhome. Moving our way along here guys, of course you're going to have a nice big power awning on the side of the coach here with the LED light strips there, and then just underneath that you actually have some really nice outside speakers, and these aren't just your standard exterior speakers. This is actually a JBL upgraded speaker that you're going to see on the outside, and even on the inside, and I'll show you guys once we get in there, they've put in a JBL subwoofer for you with a dial as well, so you can control the amount of bass that you want to have at the campsite there, so you get that premium audio right out at the campsite. Now looking at this little compartment here just beside the door, really nice touch. You're going to have an exterior TV for you, so if you want to set up the camp chairs outside, again like I mentioned in the last video, watch the football game, watch the hockey game, you can absolutely do that and take the comforts of home right outside into your campsite. Now just below that, you're going to find all of your storage compartments on this C-Class, and there's a lot of them, so you're going to get lots of storage. And like you've seen in my last video there on the FR3, you're going to have the same style of compartments in here. So this is that fiberglass woven rotocast interior storage compartments here, and again, big advantage with that guys is you're going to have plugs in either end, so you're able to wash them out, get them nice and clean, but they're also very durable. Now, with the storage doors, you're going to have slam latches on either end, on both latches I should mention there, which are also keyed alike. So all of your keys for this motorhome are going to work for every single compartment, which is really handy as well. Just above that, we have a 6-gallon gas electric hot water tank here, your furnace located just beside that as well. And as we move our way along to the back of the coach here, you're going to see that they put on a nice rear corner cap there. So again, keeping that big seal always sealed up around all 4 edges there, which is really important. Now on the back side of the coach as well, you're going to notice just at the top there, you're going to have that rear view camera again. Like I mentioned in the last video, this is great where if you wanted to do, you know, look into your blind spot or see the vehicle that you're towing behind you here, you can easily do that as well. And while we're talking about towing with this motorhome, even though it is that 3-liter diesel, you can still get a lot of towing out of this Mercedes. So you're going to have about 5,000 pounds of towing behind you here. So it's the same as that big A-Class that we just seen. So if you want to put that small vehicle behind your motorhome, you absolutely can. 2-inch receiver here, and then you're also going to have your 7-way plug already ready to go. And actually just beside that too, you're going to have a quick connection here for propane, which is really handy. So if you want to set up that portable barbecue, or if you want to even do a portable fire pit, just if there's a fire ban on or something like that, it's a really handy tool to have for your motorhome. Working our way around the opposite side here, a couple of things I want to touch on, which is really handy, is you're going to have an outside high pressure sprayer here for you. So this works great if you're wanting to spray, spray down camping equipment or even clean out your sewer hose for you. And while we're talking about that sewer hose, just underneath your power connection here, you're also going to have a separated compartment for that, so you don't have to store it with all of your other things. You can just slide the sewer hose on its own in there, keeping everything else nice and clean. Now just beside that compartment, you'll also notice here's our gate valves. So one of the really nice things is these are heated enclosed gate valves on this coach. So if you're big into that winter or early season, late season style camping, this coach actually does have an Arctic package on it. And what that means is, of course, heated enclosed gate valves, but you're also going to get 12-volt heat pads on all of your holding tanks. So it's great for that early or late season style of camping. Lots of storage compartments on the opposite end here as well. We won't go through all of that. And then just up at the, I think it's actually right here, guys. If we pop this one open here, you'll see you have our onboard Cummins Onan generator. So this is a 3600 watt generator. It's going to be enough to power on absolutely everything inside this motorhome for you here. And it actually runs right off of the propane tank, which is really nice as well. So you're not having to worry about depleting the diesel to run the motor. Now, as we're working our way around to the inside of the coach, a couple of things I wanted to mention is you're going to have, of course, standard side view cameras on this coach. You're going to have your rear backup camera like we talked about as well. But once we get inside the cockpit there, I'll start showing you a lot of the cool tech features that you get with this motorhome as well. So once I open this door up, guys, you can see have a nice powered step that comes out here, so it's really easy to get in and out of your motorhome for you. Let's jump inside and we'll start off in the cockpit of this motorhome here. So beautiful, beautiful cockpit. Again, keep in mind this is a Mercedes, guys, so you're going to see it's got the Mercedes interior and Mercedes dash there, which is just absolutely beautiful. And when we start looking at all the little touches that you're going to get when it comes to driving this thing here, while I'm sitting in the driver's seat here, you actually have heated seats here, power adjustment. Might be a little bit easier to see on that side there or right beside me here, so you can adjust the height of the seat, the back of the seat, of course, and it actually has memory seats as well for the driver. So you have 3 settings there. If you and the wife like to switch it up a little bit on driving, you simply just push the button and it's going to adjust to whatever level you had it set to beforehand. Now I'm going to turn the motorhome on here just with the simple push of a button. Really nice to have a push button start inside a motorhome. You don't see that a whole ton in these C classes here. And just look at the display here, guys. It's absolutely beautiful. Nice leather wrap steering wheel with all of your controls here. And some of the really cool touches that you're going to get, of course, because this is a Mercedes, is this actually has a lane departure. So you can turn on the lane assist, I should say, and it'll actually keep you within your own lane without even having to hold the steering wheel. It's really, really cool. And you also have adaptive cruise as well. So what that means is you can turn your cruise control on, you can adjust the distance that you want to have between the vehicle in front of you, and of course it'll also keep your speed. So if the vehicle in front of you starts to slow down, you're going to slow down with that vehicle without even touching your pedals. It's really cool. And at the same time, if you're on cruise, it's going to keep you within your own lane. So if you think about it, this motorhome almost drives itself. It's really, really cool. Even if you don't have the automation controls on, there is still some extra stuff here where I'll show you guys on this beautiful touchscreen. If we scroll all the way over to the settings here, we go within Mercedes-Benz settings. We have our traction control on off here. Our lane assist is there as well. And if we go into our assistance, you can see there's traffic sign assist. So, if a traffic sign pops up and you happen to miss it, not to worry. This coach is actually going to read that traffic sign for you, and it'll tell you, hey, you're in a 60 zone, and it'll show you that sign as well there too. We look down here, you have automatic or active braking assist as well. So it'll automatically apply the brakes for you if you start to get too close to a vehicle or if it senses a possible collision coming. And working our way along here, of course, there's tons and tons of little displays that you can turn on and off, or all the little systems here that Mercedes has to offer. It's really, really cool stuff. I love the just the way that this interior looks here, guys. Like even paddle shifters in a motorhome. Really, really cool stuff. And there's actually a lot of power to this. I took it for a drive actually earlier today. It handles absolutely amazing. One of my favorite features though, because in most motorhomes, if we look at the rear view camera here, you're not really going to see a whole, like the rear view camera is usually useless in most motorhomes. But if we look at this guy, we can turn it on. We can, or I had it on. There we go. And now once we turn this guy on here, there we are. So with this rear view camera, like you can see, it's showing actually my left side, it's showing my right side of the motorhome, and it's also showing the backup camera. And you can leave that running while you're traveling as well too, so you have that full 360 view of your motorhome while you're going down the highway. Really cool. I love the safety features that this motorhome has to offer for us. All right, let's jump into the back here and we'll start talking about some other really cool tech that's on board here. For example, just above the main entrance door here, the Mercedes-Benz comes with a full Firefly system. And if you're unfamiliar with what this system does, it's a full smartphone capable control panel for the entire motorhome. So for example, if I was to hook my cell phone up to this controller here, I'd be able to see what my tank levels are. I can control my awnings, I can control my slide outs, all my lights, even the leveling of this coach, strictly through my phone or through the panel here. And I love the way they've laid out this panel. For example, you can see we have our fresh gray tank, black tank, even our propane is going to display there for us as well too, and it goes up in 2% increments, I believe. So you're not going to see just that standard panel which shows you, hey, you're at 1/4, you're at 3/4, or you're halfway there. You know, it actually gives you a dialed in precise level of what you're at, so you know when you need to stop and empty your tanks, or if you're starting to get low on that LP, which is really nice. You're also going to have your hot water heater switch here. You're going to have your tank heater switches here as well. And as we move down, you'll see the generator start here, and one of the cool things with this generator startup is it actually has a timer, so you can select if you want it to start up at 8 a.m., which we have it selected here, and turn off at 10 p.m. if there's quiet times, of course, within the campsite. Really handy little tool there for you as well. And then as we move down, you'll see here's all of our lights control, and it's individual lights. So all the light switches that you'll find within this motorhome are actually talking through Bluetooth into this main panel here, and they all have dimmers on them as well too, which is really handy, so you can dim the lights down inside the coach if you want to. Really cool stuff. Our HVAC control, of course, you can control your AC and your furnace, and again, keep in mind guys, you can do all of this through your cell phone as well, so it's very tech friendly looking into this motorhome. All of our slides here you can operate as well, and like I mentioned, the leveling. So with this coach here, you have a full 4-point auto leveling system, which again, you can hit the button with your cell phone while you're outside in the camp chair. Everything's going to level out for you nice and easily. So that pretty much wraps up that panel here. Just beside the panel, like I mentioned on the outside, this has a full speaker upgrade to it, to JBL for the new 2022s. So really cool. Just underneath that, you're going to see that nice big subwoofer that they've put into the new Mercedes, and it's even got a little dial for you, so it's adjustable as well. But moving on to the cockpit, and just above that cockpit as well, you're going to see you have a full adjustable bunk bed here. So when I say adjustable, you can actually pull this extra sleeve in place to make it a little bit wider for you, and it has a 440-pound bunk rating, so 2 adults can easily get up there and sleep. Swing around TV, you have your booster chairs as well for when you swivel these chairs around up front here, and there even comes with a windshield shade for you as well, so you can knock out all the light within this motorhome. Now, looking on my right side here and into the big slide out, you're going to have a beautiful U-shaped dinette here, which can make down into an additional bed space if you need to. So even for a 24-foot size motorhome, there's tons of space for everyone to sleep. Lots of storage underneath, storage up above as well. And moving on beside it here, you're also going to have a really nice big pantry. So with your pantry, you got a couple pull-out drawers here, which is really handy, so you're not having to reach into the back there. And then for some bigger items, you can store that underneath this as well. Now I want to turn you guys around and we'll have a quick look at the kitchen here behind you. And some really nice things to point out with this kitchen. So what we're going to see is actually a nice solid surface countertop. So this is almost like a granite or quartz style material. So if you put a hot plate on here or a hot pan, or you drag a knife across it, it's not going to hurt it or anything or scratch it. You also have a beautiful tub stainless steel sink with a residential pull-out faucet here as well. And a nice little 2-burner cooktop as well. And with this guy, you just grab the corner there, and like you can see, you have a big burner on one side, smaller on the other, and a microwave underneath. Now they haven't put an oven inside this motorhome because, you know, with this microwave, it's going to give you pretty much all that you need for, you know, your basic cooking needs within this motorhome. Plus, with those ovens, they do take up a lot of storage space. So, you know, if this had that oven in it, that microwave would be up here and you'd lose all this upper cabinetry. And on the topic of the cabinetry, I must say, if you look at it, like the two-tone woods is really nice, but it also has these beautiful hidden hinges here which hold the cabinet doors up for us, you know, recessed shelves in the back there so you can use every little inch of this storage space as well. Now beside me here, guys, you're gonna see this is actually an 11 cubic foot fridge. So a lot of coaches nowadays are still coming with that old gas electric style fridge. That's not the case with this one here. So what we're seeing, this is the Magic Chef 12 volt 11 cubic foot fridge. One of your big advantages to this, guys, is it runs off of battery, not just when you're plugged in or running that generator. And of course your question, you know, you're probably wondering, well, what if my batteries go dead? You know, the nice thing with this particular motorhome is it actually comes with a 190 watt solar panel up on the roof for you, and you even have an onboard generator. So chances of you depleting your battery, you know, by using this fridge is slim to none. And big benefits here, guys, is it's 11 cubic feet. You know, most gas electrics you're looking at are only a 6 cubic foot fridge. So you can put a lot more stuff in here, and of course it cools down a lot faster as well too. Now let's have a look at the bedroom here. So what you're gonna see, of course, queen size bed on the slide for you. They have a beautiful mattress that they put inside these Mercedes as well. It's actually a memory foam style mattress. So very, very comfortable to sleep on. Nice reading lights up above with some USB chargers in them as well if you wanna plug in your device. And then along the back side here, you're gonna see a beautiful, beautiful wardrobe, which is all backlit as well too. So you can see what you're grabbing when you're back here. You know, some drawers underneath there as well. And then a second, or I should say a third TV in behind me as well. So you have a TV above the bunk, TV here, and a TV outside. Shouldn't miss any hockey game or football game that's going on. All right. And last, we're gonna have a look at the bathroom here, guys. So, pretty spacious bathroom for a small footprint motorhome. What you're gonna see is a nice medicine cabinet here for all your toiletries, and then down below that, of course, good little vanity. You got some storage underneath here. I love how they give you this little sink cover here so you can utilize all that counter space. Of course, porcelain toilet here with the foot flush, so nice and sturdy, nice and strong. And with this shower, I'm 6 feet tall, guys, and I can easily stand in here. There's tons of headroom. I'm not even going inside the skylight, so you can see there's lots of space. Of course, you have a removable shower head, so you can easily get nice and cleaned up in here. And with the shower door, it's actually got a nice rubberized coating to it, so it's going to hold in all that water for you, and you know, it's going to last a lot longer than just the paper style stuff that you've seen in maybe some other motorhomes or travel trailers and things like that. Well, that pretty much wraps up this Mercedes-Benz here, guys. Thanks again for watching. I'm sure there's a couple things in here that I missed, but again, more of a reason for you guys to come down and check it out with me in person here, and maybe even take it for a drive. You gotta get behind the wheel of one of these things and just experience the technology, see how it feels. It drives like no other motorhome that I've been in before. But thanks again for watching, guys, and that's our segment for the motorhomes.